Important signs when it comes to emotional abuse. So I'm about to list things that are emotional abuse, but you might not always notice that they are, even though you might feel it in your body, in your soul, and your higher self might tell you that something is definitely off and it seems like abusive. So number one tip is when they explain after you have set your boundary and spoken your mind, spoken your opinion honestly and straightforwardly with them, you have stood up for yourself because you had to. So instead of communicating, they start to explain. And that explanation from them is verbal abuse, it's emotional abuse, because they are overlooking, it's like they don't even hear you when you have set your boundary and said what you needed to say, what is on your mind. So it's like they're bypassing all of that, and instead they want to be heard and understood by you. They want to be respected by you. Like you are supposed to just obey and be quiet. And this can be the feeling that comes from this when they are treating you that way. Always trust your intuition and your body, what they are telling you. And by this explanation, they are letting you know that they are defensive. So they are basically attacking you, even if they are being calm in their message. But it's not a sign of healthy interaction, healthy communication, if they make you feel like you are not heard at all. They can claim that they are hearing you, but if they underestimate you and your intelligence, and they just repeat the same that you already know, then it is emotional abuse. And emotional abuse is always a crime. It's boundary violation. It's violation of your trust and who you are as a person. And of course, if they already told you the same thing, so why would they repeat it? So it's a sign that something is off with them, because they should be sure that you have understood them already when you have let them know that you have understood. So it's really a power struggle. It's like they want to be right and they want the upper hand. And that is really what it can feel like. And it can make you feel very uneasy and very uncomfortable in that situation when you are a sensitive person and you've already gone through narcissistic abuse. So emotional abuse is not always very reactive, and for example somebody yelling at you, somebody physically attacking you even, or threatening you in a visible way. It can be subtle, and I think one of those huge signs of that subtle ways that when they repeat themselves, when they explain like you don't know already what's going on, especially as an empath, because you can feel how the reality of the situation is, no matter how they deny it, but you can feel the truth. And also, if you have opened up to them and trusted them with vulnerable, important issues, and you asked for help, you are looking for help from them. You are looking for them to understand you. So Instead, they basically betrayed your trust, deceived you, and caused you a panic attack. So they are responsible for hurting you. A person can always choose to be emotionally intelligent. They can pay attention to how they are treating others. So they're not being emotionally intelligent if they are hurting you. Of course, emotional intelligence is a skill to learn. But what I mean is that, if an adult is responsible and takes accountability, then they should be able to choose to be emotionally intelligent in a conversation, in communication, how they treat others. So if this does not happen, then something is seriously off and there is no empathy. Number 2 is there is no empathy. And that is really what hurts you, because you sense, you see, you pick up, there is no empathy in this person. They're being fake. They're not being a reliable, trustworthy person. And number 3 is that you clearly feel and see and sense and notice the betrayal, and you feel that you cannot trust this person, you cannot value this person, because they don't value you either. They do not respect you and your boundaries and your opinions. So the healthy reaction in you is to uphold those boundaries and self-respect, self-love. And so it doesn't matter how they treat you, because you are ready to let go of that situation. You are ready to move on, because they are stuck in their ways of how they treat others. Number 4 is that there is no apology coming from them. Not even the word, sorry, I made you feel that way. I'm sorry, I take responsibility and accountability of how I treated you. Something kind from them is not coming. Anything remotely kind, is not coming. So you get crickets, you get silence. So you have to just get a quick closure for your peace of mind and sanity and mental health. You have to take care of yourself because you are left alone because this person is not supporting you. Number 5 is that you come from humane values, which are speaking of your energy, of your honesty, of your openness, of your empathy, of your understanding of difficult situations, your understanding of trauma. But they do not have this understanding, they do not have this knowledge. They might not even thought about the topic of emotional intelligence, what it is to be emotionally mature, trustworthy, how to communicate in a healthy, respectful manner. All they have is, what do I want from this? They care about money and status. Number 6 is that they are being two-faced. A narcissist is, of course, typically two-faced, or a psychopath can be two-faced. They can have a family, a wife, and children even, but on the other hand, they are destroying lives and killing people without any remorse, which is, of course, very, very twisted and sick in a person. It's demonic energy, demonic entities within a person causing that behavior. it's not anything humane. Far from conscience, far from love and peace and joy and healing energy, high vibrational energy, because they are very low vibrational, negative beings, negative people. So they are very two-faced. And of course, when a person is two-faced, it's not always seen on the surface. So it can be very subtle that they are acting behind your back, for example. And they can be saying one thing and doing another. Like typically a narcissistic person acts, you know. And in their conversations with you, in their messages with you, they are being two-faced because they cannot be honest with you. So they can be lying to you in many sentences that they write to you. And you have to read between the lines and know what's going on. Now, number 7 is that they are treating you like an object. They're not treating you like a person with actual human worth. They don't even bother to get to know you or understand you, who you are, what you represent, what you are about. You are a chosen one of God, an earth angel. You can be a starseed, an empath, highly sensitive person, but they don't ultimately, they don't have any clue, or if they do, they just think that you are just some emotional dumping ground, a punching bag, that you're not a person, you're just a thing. Maybe nice to look at, or, you know, something like that. They just use you for your benefits. Number 8 is that they can be pretending to be committed to helping you with something that you need help with, but ultimately they're not. And when something happens, like you express yourself, for example, set your boundary, they attack you, they lash out on you after that. They don't like you finding out what they are being, ultimately. You make them feel uncomfortable because they want to live their lie. They want to act in a disrespectful manner, and they don't care who they hurt in that process. Number 9 is that they will actually not hear you, no matter what you say, no matter what you do. Even if you think that they do, even if, like I said, even if they claim that they actually hear you, ultimately they do not. And it's all fake. Number 10 is that you simply do not feel respected when you are talking to them, when you are around this person or these people. It can be a group of people. You feel like you're invisible. You feel like you do not matter. Your needs, your feelings, your emotions, your boundaries, your opinions, they do not matter. And you feel very uncomfortable, very uneasy. Thank you, fellow person, for watching until the end. May this serve you. You need to discern who is being emotionally abusive, who is being healthy and trustworthy. If you need more help and support, don't hesitate to reach out and apply to work with me one-on-one. Also, of course, check out my self-help book on Amazon. I really appreciate every one of you who purchased my book and implement it in your life, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and support my work with liking and sharing. And even though I'm not allowing comments on YouTube, of course you can follow me on Instagram and Threads. I'm on those as well, so you can come write me kind comments. Thank you, much love to your day.